It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. 2nd and 9. Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And now they'll shift things around. In motion, the tight end. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Bradley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Hurts. That is incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
3.5 to go, first quarter. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
63, 63, 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. that sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
It's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to it again. Kobe Dean, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb.
Oh, and now some space to operate. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little it, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And again, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 19 yards away.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey! 73! 73!
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action with Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
from 19 yards away.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Pass incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Go, take it to the house.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bradley, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Kill. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now they'll audible to something else.
47.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to at least get 1 score back. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And now it's blocked. And the Eagles have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
51 yards, the gain on the play. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Hey, Silver.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. In motion, Patterson. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Bradley.
Now he's loose again.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 16-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a first carry for their fullback.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 14.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Carlos Basham.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He's got it. A lot of work to get to the 1st down marker. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing.
And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Lorenzo Carter collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they're going to speed things up here.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Flushed out right. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. There he goes again. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to the...
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here we go.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream situation.